Okay. So, vlog number two. Um, was playing Fallout 4 earlier, and I found I've been screwing around with console mods a lot because I'm an Xbox guy. Yeah, yeah, I know, console pleb. Meh, meh. I wanted to get into PC stuff, but the entry fee is high, so that's stretch goal. Um, anyway, with my Xbox, they recently released console mods for Fallout 4, so I've been screwing around with it a lot. I found some mods that I really like, and I found a couple that don't work so well. And the one I had fun with because it doesn't work. I wish that it worked, but it doesn't work. Um, I've noticed that a lot of my like the settlers, like the mooks named settler and all of my like little player built towns, a lot of them end up being the same, and that bothers me. I want to be able to give them like names or titles, um, more clothing variety, make them look different. And right around the same time, not sure if the second guy was copying off of the first, but there were two mods that were released where you can edit faces. And the first one is a ring. It spawns in a ring on your character when you start up the mod, and then you can equip it to yourself to just give yourself on the fly face mods, or you can give it to another character, equip it on them, and then it's finicky to work the camera right, but you can edit their faces. That's the idea. And the second one, you're supposed to craft like some device in like the chemistry table that'll do it instead. And I don't think you can use it on yourself. The second one I haven't gotten to work at all. I downloaded an update, but I haven't tried it yet. Before the update, it wasn't. I couldn't even craft it. But the other one, the ring, I did get the ring. The ring is on its way to working. The modder has potential, and I'm interested in his work. But what happens is I mean, I didn't try it on myself because I don't really need to. I'm pretty happy with the way my character looks. But I put it on like this one guy working on my mortar thing because he looks funny and I want to give him like he's like this really long hook nose and kind of an odd looking face. So I have him in a mask because it bothers me so much, and I go over to him, and I picked him partly because he's stationary. He doesn't move from the gun turret thing, but like the other settlers tend to like squirm, and it's difficult to work with them. So I picked this guy, and I'll see if I can figure out a way to upload this video. I haven't learned how to do up direct uploads from an Xbox One to YouTube. If there's a way to do it, I will. And if I can put voiceover over it, that would be great. Um, but anyway, I guess just um, just skip this if you don't care, or if in case I don't end up getting the VO on when I upload the video, if and when I upload it. But uh, I got screen capture of this. I because I managed to repeat it. I went up to him. I got the ring working. It brought up the customization screen. I click on his nose, and I try to drag the slider to move his nose upward, so it's not like Squidward nose. And instead of changing his nose at all, he starts twitching like that, and it and I decided to hit the hold in the the thumb uh, pad button to see if that would cause any changes, and instead he just started twitching more rapidly but smaller movements. And then I decided to see if I can give him any face tattoos because I just gotten the mod for the gunner tattoos, which are um like it's like a tattoo of your blood type, like the letter on your like forehead, like the corner of your forehead. And I do that, his face turns blue. He looks like a like not as light colored version of Cortana of Halo, like the like scrolling numbers and blue color. Pretty weird. Kind of funny. Some mods turn out that way, some intentionally, some not. It's licensed content, but I would love to get the Thomas the Tank Engine, Vertibirds, and Death Claws just for the hell of it. Though it's not as funny as the Thomas the Tank Engine Alduin Dragon thing from Skyrim that cracks me up every time. The Macho Man Randy Savage was funny, but odd because it doesn't like the body shape of a dragon like stretches his body like you know 2:43 a.m. and I probably shouldn't be talking. I hope I don't wake anybody up. Last I checked, my dad was still awake watching something or other. I noticed because I was like scrambling around looking for my cinch bag because I wanted my earbuds um, to listen to a video on my phone, right? Because my speakers are awful and running around and running around. And it turns out it's on my sister's bed because I was playing with my dog, our dog, Penny, this little weenie chihuahua wiener dog thing on the bed. And I left my cinch bag there. I was scrambling around like an idiot, like chicken with his head cut off, looking for it. Found it. At least I'm still relatively coherent. The other night, I remember I was, no, I guess that would have been Friday, because my sleep schedule's so fucked. Um, I was up until like 2 in the afternoon. By that point, I was so gone that I couldn't even like. I was like going through my sanctuary settlement Fallout, and I like walked through the door and I couldn't even like tell where I was going. I was just really disoriented. Not to that point yet, but it'll happen. I think in the last 24 hours I slept like an hour because I'm trying to think, I woke up 6 p.m. ish on this Saturday, and then um, went out on a date with Mara, my girlfriend. Might put this on a shared channel so then it'll become irrelevant for me to need to identify her. You'll know her, but sorry for rambling. I'll become a better vlogger at some point. Um, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna upload this actually, but to do something I will, because I need to start somewhere. Anyway, went on a date. That was pretty cool. We went to see. We went to Applebee's and got some like an appetizer sampler, happy hour bonus. So that was cool. Went to see Me Before You. I wasn't impressed, but it wasn't a bad movie. It was pretty predictable though. Spoiler alert: he dies at the end. Um, but yeah. So then I went over her house. We hung around for a bit. Came back. Stayed up until like 4 p.m. almost. So that was this past day, 4 p.m. Saturday. Um, Fell asleep for like an hour. Woke up at 5:30. Went to work. Um, Super incoherent at first, but I caught up, and it wasn't such a bad shift. Our the receipt printer for the cash register itself works, but the receipt printer for the separate credit card, debit card, gift card apparatus reader thing doesn't work. So we can't print those receipts. So nobody knows to tip. They can't sign the receipt to tip. So all they could do is cash tip. I'm not sure when they're going to fix that, but I got $6 in tips. Woo! I think the best I've ever done was like $22. One time, another time I got $20, but one of the times, it was split 4 ways. But somebody left it like a random $20 bill on the counter, so we just split it between the four of us. That was pretty cool. And one time I can't remember which was which, but I think it might have been that might have been the 22, and then the $20 tip night I think was just by the merits of itself, which was cool. Um, Split 3 ways, we got $6. Work at Cold Stone, by the way. Um, as much as I hate when people don't tip, I think it's understandable because um, I wouldn't know to tip ice cream workers. I don't. I might usually give a couple coins to people like Subway, but like those like make your own or not make your own, like made to order food kind of places. Like you know what I mean? Like you like go down the station, so there's like the ice cream station and the topping station register, or Subway has like the got the cut the bread, there's your meat, there's your veggies, the dressing and stuff, and the register kind of thing. Um, all that. Like I wouldn't typically know to tip those people, but so PSA tip really whenever you can, but you never know. I mean, I make less than Minnesota's state minimum wage. I make 7.25 because we count as a small company. Loopholes, despite the fact that we count as a small company, we also have a corporate department. Doesn't sound very small to me, but whatever. So a fair portion of my money comes in tips. So tip everybody. It's the kind thing to do. Adios.